Okay, welcome back to the newer YouTube channel. Today we have a brand new tier list video for you guys. And yeah, basically in today's video what I'm going to be doing is ranking every single Premier League team's home kit from this season from best to worst in a tier list obviously. So yeah, let's get straight into this video now without further ado. So first of all, before we get into this tier list, obviously we have to go through the tiers that I am going to be, ranking these kits on in this tier list. So first of all, the very top tier is worth every penny. Second of all, we have it's a nice kit for, kits that are nice pretty much. Then we have mid-table. Then we have meh, obviously for a kit that's just, meh to be honest. And the bottom tier category is I'd pay £5 max, to be honest, yeah, because I'd pay £5 maximum for that kit. So yeah, let's get straight into this tier list now. Starting off with, of course, Arsenal, as they are, of course, the first team in alphabetical order in the Premier League. And to be honest with this one, I don't know how to feel about it. I think it's like an okay kit because I really like kind of the Ajax kind of design with the red down the middle and then the white down the sides. I think the blue stripes down the kind of side of the collar I think look really weird. I think it would look a lot nicer if it went down the whole way down to the sleeve over the white as well. But yeah, overall I really don't know what way to feel about this kit if I'm being perfectly honest, and that's why I've put it in mid-table, simply because I think it's a mid-table kit in terms of the other kits we have in the Premier League. So yeah, Arsenal, not the worst, but obviously not the best as well, so yeah, mid-table for this one. Next up we have the Aston Villa kit. Now first of all, I think it's quite nice. Obviously I think it's just a bog standard Aston Villa kit with obviously, the claret down the middle and then the light blue on the sleeves as well. But to be honest, I just feel like this doesn't really differ much from the, the previous kits of Aston Villa down the years, especially since they've returned to the Premier League. I think it's just a typical Aston Villa kit. I do like it though, so that's why once again I've put it in mid-table, simply because I think it's a nice enough kit. But yeah, for some reason I just feel like, it's no different to other years. Maybe it's just me, but that's just the way I feel. So yeah, mid-table kit for Aston Villa. Now we move on to newly promoted Brentford, the first newly promoted team in this video and the first time they've ever released a kit being a Premier League club. And yet, to be honest, I'm going to put it straight into the second tier. I think it's a really nice kit, and obviously it's bog standard as hell because obviously it's just a plain and simple red and white stripes. But to be honest, I love the simplicity. I love simple kits. I love the red and white stripes. I don't think you can go wrong with red and white stripes, to be honest, and I think it is a really, really nice kit if I'm being perfectly honest, and that's why I've put it in the second tier in this video. Maybe controversial to a few of you because obviously I said that Aston Villa didn't really change much and Brentford didn't really change much either, but I just really like this kit, to be honest, and that's why I put it in the second category. And yeah, and now we move on to the fourth kit in this video, Brighton and Hove Albion, and once again I'm putting it alongside Brentford in the second tier simply because you can't go wrong with stripes, especially red and white and blue and white as well. I really like the yellow line down the side as well and down the side of the shirt as well. I think that looks really, really nice. It kind of reminds me of Brighton kits in past years as well, but I really do like the Brighton kit, and yeah, they've gone back to the traditional way they have it with the blue and white stripes, and yeah, I think it's a really, really nice kit, and once again that's why I put it alongside Brentford in the second tier because I think it is a nice kit. And now we move on to Burnley. Now, notoriously in my personal opinion, not really the nicest of kits that Burnley do have every single year, but this season they've really changed things up because I really do like this kit. I think the claret looks really clean down the middle, and then I know the pattern looks kind of weird. It looks like kind of a, an 80-year-old person's curtains really on the sides, but I really do like the design for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. The different shades of blue, mainly light blue. I really do like this Burnley kit, I'm not going to lie to you, and that's why, once again, I've put it alongside Brentford's and Brighton's kits in the It's a Nice Kit section because I think it is a quite nice shirt, especially given how, I think, poor, in my personal opinion, that Burnley kits have been for the last couple of years. So yeah, Burnley finally getting a kit right this season. And now we move on to, of course, my club Chelsea, and yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to try and be biased in this video. I don't think it's that nice, I'm not going to lie. I think it's one of the weaker kits we've released in a number of years now, and I do think Chelsea normally do get their kit releases right. But this one, I'm just not really feeling it, I'm not going to lie. I think if they'd stuck with one design, because obviously they have the kind of zigzag diagonal pattern on most of the kit, and then on the side they kind of have the checkered pattern. I'm not going to lie, I really like the yellow line, once again, like Brighton's on the side of the kit. I think the yellow line is really, really nice. But I think if they just stuck to one design, whether it be the checkers or ideally the diagonal zigzag pattern, I think it would have been a lot nicer, and that's why I put Chelsea in the mess section. I'm not going to try and be biased. I just think Chelsea really haven't, released a good kit this year. I think the away one and the yellow one is really nice, but I just think that this one is just a bit meh. I'm not going to lie. Even though I have it, I think it's just meh. So yeah, I put it in the fourth category. And next up we have Crystal Palace, but of course, Crystal Palace have not released their kit. So next up we do in fact have Everton with this kit, as you can see on your screen. I'm not going to lie, I kind of feel a little bit indifferent about it, to be honest, because I really like the blue and yellow. I think blue and yellow really matches nice on their kit together. And yeah, they have like kind of white arrows, I think it is, on the side of the collar. I think that looks quite nice going down the sleeve, but to be honest, I think it's just that, the main bit of the kit in the middle, where the kind of blue, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really weird pattern, to be honest, and for that reason, I put it in okay. I think if it was a smooth design with one solid color and in the majority of the kit, with the yellow and with the white arrows down the sleeve, I think it would be definitely in It's a Nice Kit. But I just have to say, because of that design, that weird design they have, I'm gonna put it in mid-table. So yeah, it's a mid-table tier kit for Everton this year. And next up we have Leeds with just a, you know, plain and simple white jersey with the yellow things on the sleeve rather than the blue that they had last year. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it quite looks okay. I'm not really sure how to feel about this kit, I'm not gonna lie, because obviously it's plain white, it's a typical Leeds jersey, and I do kind of fancy the white and the yellow blend on the jersey once again. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in mid-table once again, because it's just a simple Leeds kit, to be honest. They haven't really done much with it, but yeah, it looks okay. So mid-table, I don't know how else to explain this jersey. And now we move on to Leicester City. Now obviously I'm sure most of you guys will be putting this in the very top category in, you know, worth every penny, but to be perfectly honest, I think there's just something about this jersey that makes me not want to put it in that category. Now don't get me wrong, I really do like the blue design, the kind of, you know, I don't know how to describe the design, but it's really, really nice. The white on the sleeves and just, you know, the gold as well. I think the white, the gold and the blue looks really, really nice together, but it's just something about the sponsor, because they don't have King Power, or I think last year it was like Visit Thailand or something like that. I think if they had that on the kit, it definitely would be in the top tier category, but there's just something about that sponsor. It doesn't look too bad. There's just something about this jersey that doesn't make me want to put it in the top section, and for that reason, I'm just going to stick it in It's a Nice Kit, because I think it's a nice kit, but once again, as I said, there's just something about this kit that doesn't make me want to put it in the top category. So yeah, sorry Leicester. And now we move on to Liverpool Football Club. Now, I'm not really sure how to feel about this kit, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think obviously the red looks kind of weird, to be honest, with the red, and then the kind of orangey red they've gone with the pinstripes down the side, and you know, the collar and the sleeves and that sort of stuff. I really don't know how to feel about this jersey, I'm really not going to lie to you. And to be honest, I think I'm actually going to put it in meh, to be honest. I think it's just a meh kit. In person, I've seen it in a few shops downtown and it looks okay, but looking at it through the picture, I just don't really know why they've gone for the red, and then the kind of orangey red, I don't even know what colour that is, and then the pinstripes, I don't know, it's just meh, to be honest, and that's why I'm going to put it in the meh section. And now we move on to Manchester City. Now, normally I'm a big fan of Man City's kits, and to be honest, I kind of feel a bit indifferent about this kit as well, because first of all, I really do like the white down the side. I think it looks really, really well and blends really well with the light blue that City obviously go for in their home kits, but it's just the design. I don't know why. I think it's the thing on the shoulders they have, because of course they have a really unique kind of design on the bulk of the kit, and then they just for some reason have these kind of pads, light blue pads on the side of the shoulders that just kind of ruins the kit for me, to be honest. And I think if they just continue with the consistency of the design they've gone for with the bulk of the shirt and not done this yoke on the shoulders, I think it probably would have been in It's a Nice Kit, even maybe worth every penny. But for that reason, for the shoulders, I think ruining the kit entirely, I'm going to put it in mid-table, because I just think it is a mid-table tier kit with that thing on the shoulders, and yeah, just mid-table kit for me. And now we move on to Man United. I think it's a bit of I think it's actually quite a nice kit, to be fair, because normally over the years Man United haven't really released the nicest of kits, in my personal opinion anyway, but this year I think it's really, really good. It's really simple, obviously just a plain red on the bulk of the shirt, then you have the white pinstripes on the side, the white sleeves, the white collar. I think it actually looks really, really nice. It's just for some reason that sponsor, even though it doesn't look too bad, there's just something about the sponsors this year on some of the kits that I don't really like, and I think if it wasn't for the sponsor, I think Man United definitely would be in the top tier category and worth every penny, even though I would never go out of my way to buy a Man United shirt. But yeah, there's just something about this kit that makes me not want to put it in the top section. I think it's similar to Leicester in terms of the fact there's just something I can't quite put my finger on that makes me not want to put this kit in the top section, and for that reason, I think it's still a really nice kit, and that's why I put it in It's a Nice Kit. And now we move on to Newcastle United. Now, where do we start? First of all, I'm putting in the rock bottom category, because I don't know what they've gone for, because obviously Newcastle, all you have to do is just replicate the simple black and white stripes, and for some reason they've tried to go for something different, where they have the one black stripe and then they have the one white stripe only going down like a third of the kit down the middle. It just doesn't make any sense, to be honest. I think they've really, really ruined the Newcastle kit this year, and as I said, that's why it's going in. I wouldn't pay more than a $5 for it, because honestly, I just don't really like this kit, to be honest. They've screwed up a simple concept, and yet Newcastle, down in the gutter you go as far as kits are concerned this season, and maybe even in terms of the quality on the pitch as well. Next we move on to Norwich City. Now obviously, once again, as most of you guys will know, I have a bit of a bias to Norwich because they are my second team, because my brother of course is a Norwich City fan. But all bias aside, I actually really like this kit, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will disagree, but I think it gives kind of an old-fashioned Premier League vibe, and that's really what I like. I really like nostalgia in terms of Premier League kits as well. I really like the design. I think it looks really clean with the yellow down the middle, and then the kind of weird design they have on the shoulders and on the sleeves. I just really like this kit, to be honest with you, for some reason or another, and I think the yellow and green really suits the kit as well, obviously the traditional colours of Norwich City as well. So for that reason, I'm putting it in It's a Nice Kit, because of course I think it is a very nice kit. So yeah, well done Norwich City. Can they translate this design into Premier League football on the pitch? Time will tell, but I really do like this Norwich kit, and yeah, that's why I've put it in the second category. And next up we move on to Southampton Football Club. Now first of all, I would kind of be a little bit skeptical about the black underneath the collar, but I think the fact that it blends quite well with the red and white stripes, I think is the reason it's getting away with it for me. And to be honest, I really, really do like this kit with the red and and white stripes, and then the kind of black pinstripes in between each stripe, and then the kind of arrows going downwards in between each stripe as well. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this kit, and that's why, maybe controversially, I'm putting it in the top tier section. I'm putting it in worth every penny, simply because I think it's a really nice kit. It's a typical Southampton kit with a bit of style, with a bit of flair. They've put a bit of effort into it, and I just think it looks really nice, to be honest. So yeah, fair play Southampton this season. And next up we move on to the Tottenham Hotspur kit. Now, nothing really to say other than the fact that it's just a plain white kit with AIA written on it and a Nike logo on the Spurs badge. There's nothing really to this kit, and don't get me wrong, I do like simplicity, but I just think this is just no effort whatsoever, and for that reason I'm going to put it in the mid-table section, simply because it's just a plain white kit with the Spurs logo written on it, to be honest. So yeah, mid-table kit for Spurs. And now we move on to Watford, and I'm not going to lie, this is a kit that's really, you know, been producing some hype over Premier League fans this summer so far, but I'm not going to lie, I'm putting it in the bottom tier. I don't know why I don't like this kit. It's just something about the horizontal stripes that gets it for me this year with Watford. I really don't like it. And of course as well, what most people have been pointing out in their videos with this kit as well, the sponsor, Stake.com. I don't know why it's so big. It looks really awkward on the kit, and yeah, for some reason it just makes the kit look even worse than I think it already is. And even though a lot of people have been rating this kit very highly so far since it has been released, I'm putting it in the bottom section alongside Newcastle because there's just something about this kit, I just don't like it. So yeah, maybe you guys will disagree with me, and if you do, let me know down in the comment section below, but there's just something about this kit, I'm not a fan of it, and yeah, I'm putting it in the bottom section alongside Newcastle. And now the penultimate kit, we've gone for West Ham United. Now I'm not gonna lie, I quite like it. Once again, like Norwich, it gives me that nostalgic vibe of early 2000s, late 90s for West Ham United, of course, with the bulk of the kit that is claret, and then they have the kind of white stripes on the, just under the collar and under the sleeves, and you have the light blue as well on the sleeves as well. I think it's a really nice kit, and that's why I'm going to put it in It's a Nice Kit, because I think nostalgia and the design, I think it looks really clean, and yeah, West Ham have produced a very good kit this season for their campaign in the Europa League. So yeah, it's a nice kit for West Ham. And last but not least, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit of a sucker for orange, but to be honest, not a fan of Wolves' kit this season. I'm not going to lie, I think it's just, to be honest, if you take away the weird black thing they have on the side of the shirt, I think it would actually be quite a nice kit, but to be honest, I think that ruins it. I think the sponsor ruins it as well. It looks really weird. I kind of do like the kind of, you know, mini black stripes they have under the collar, and the kind of black stripes they have on the sleeve as well, and the plain orange vibe they've gone for on the majority of the kit, but it's just that bit on the side that ruins it for me, and for that reason, I'm putting it in meh. And normally, as I said, I do rate Wolves' kits because I do like orange on kits, but this one has just been a little bit meh, and that's why I put it in the meh section. So yeah, sorry Wolves. And yeah, so as you can see on your screen, that is the final tier list we have gone for in this video. If you agree or disagree with any of the selections I've gone for in this video, I know you're going to let me know down in the comment section below, and please feel free to do so. And yeah, that will bring us to the end of this video. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. It has been more than you guys could ever imagine, as per usual. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that would be massively appreciated by myself. We are looking to hit 1.7k subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. So yeah,